Ikachol, The Journey into Yourself, Retreat Series. Chapter 1, Relationship with Present Moment. The present moment is whatever you have right now, right there. Nothing beyond waiting for you, nothing behind left by you. In the gap between thoughts stays the deepening of the vertical dimension. Horizontal dimension is the life situation. Vertical dimension is the gap. In life situations, thoughts come. They proliferate. One thought leads to another thought, and then comes multitude of thoughts. Thus, horizontal dimension is always heavy with the burden of thinking. What Ikachol is trying to tell here is the vertical dimension is the depth of your life, and the horizontal dimension is the activity of your life. The more the activities in your life, the more are the thoughts. And more the horizontal dimension increases, the burden of thoughts increases on you. Have you ever been in a situation where you are going to bed, you want to sleep, but one thought just comes, and that one thought proliferates into many thoughts, pulling you down, pulling you up, and then suddenly you find yourself lost in thoughts? As if a trapped person in a room who cannot get out, these thoughts become a chain and surround you, asking you questions like, why did this happen? How did this happen? What could you have done not to make it happen? How could things have been better? Why did you allow things to happen? And so on and on and on. This is exactly the place where Ikachol tries to explain that our relationship with the present moment has to be so good in equation, so acceptance in thoughts, that we should not be having internal thoughts that take us back into the past, that take us back into a trap, not to be able to come out, and staying there like a person thrown in a well, not knowing how to come out of it. In a difficult manner, we keep bubbling, raveling the water inside the well. This is a very important point, my friends, where keep in mind that vertical dimensions are always the places where thoughts zero down. Some of my beautiful vertical dimensions have been one time in a trip to Kanchenjunga forest. I had seen this beautiful Kanchenjunga mountains. It's full of snow cladding from all surroundings, green trees and beautiful flowers, all the places. And then our car is passing through the mountain. We are moving from one place to another, and we are seeing the mountain snow cladded. This dimension is vertical dimension. Why? Because there is no thoughts. I'm so overwhelmed and awed by the beauty of these beautiful mountainscapes, of these beautiful plants that have surrounded this mountain, the waterfalls falling from the mountain, that I have lost the sense of myself into the sense of the presence of the Kanchenjunga mountain. And that is where the vertical dimension makes you completely lose out the feeling, the sense, the strength of self. This can happen in a mountain place, this can happen in front of an ocean, it can happen in a small pool, it can happen in mother's lap, in a beloved shoulders. All these places where thoughts stop and you completely give yourself into the moment is the vertical moment. And horizontal moments are when you start questioning things, Like, why is it like this? Why is life like this? Why has this happened? Why are we as humanity going through this? What has been done? Who is the culprit? Whose mistake was this? I should not have been treated this way. I should not have treated this way. When these thoughts come, these are nothing but the burden caused by the horizontal dimension. So the author tries to importance two important lines. One is the line of doing, and there is the line of being. When it comes to the line of doing, we judge people on what they have done for us or what they are doing with us, and we judge ourselves for what we have done in our lives, what we are done and what we are doing with our lives. What are the goals? What are our ambitions which we want to achieve? So the more you are into the doing phase of your life, you will always be having some sense of satisfaction and some sense of dissatisfaction, because you cannot do anything and everything, and not everything is in your hands to do. You might be wanting to do a very great thing in your life, but suddenly you see that every door has been closed and nothing is proceeding forward. In that moment, you are completely dissatisfied because your sense of doing has been seized from you, and you have been locked into a room being told that right now you cannot do anything. And that is the place where we humans lose track of the fact that life is not always about doing. It is also about being. It is also about being in that vertical dimension where your sense of self is nil and you are as transparent as the air and flying in the air like the eagles who are diving in the sky without even thinking what vertical dimension they are in. If you see the eagles flying in the sky, they just keep deep diving into the sky. I sometimes don't understand. What are they trying to do there? What are they trying to prove it? Are they trying to score some runs by flying in the sky? But I see them in no hurry. I see the eagles completely satisfied in their dives, and for hours together, they keep flying, flying and flying. Oh my God, what a beautiful vertical dimension these eagles are in. Aren't they? Let us just understand that this is the vertical dimension which Eckhart is speaking about. One more thing. The very thing that makes you happy today no longer causes happiness tomorrow. Voice and thoughts, labels and words all paint a new picture to your mind, and mind keeps sending signals to the body that your life should be changed. For example, a beautiful job which you had always dreamed. You get the job, you start working in the job, and you go in the job for quite some time. And after a while, something inside starts telling you, look at this person in your office, you are more talented than this person. But this person has become the vice president in your company, but you're not getting the chance to do that. Why don't you change your company and become a vice president in some other company? See what it is trying to do and who is trying to do. Who is the question? Who is the question? The question and the answer is the voice inside our head. Again, the voice inside our head that loves complaining, that loves proliferating our complaints, that shows to the world that you are a victim and somebody else is the cause of you being a victim. Rather than taking the opportunity, rather than taking the responsibility of taking decisions into our own hands, we easily put the blame on others, saying that they are responsible for whatever situation is there in our life. Isn't it true? Think of times when we actually complain on others that because of them, our life is this. It is not true. Remember this, whatever our life is, it is just because our thoughts, our relationship with our present is like that. It is just us and no one else. So if you keep in your mind that no one else is responsible for your condition, you will have a very good relationship with people, with your present, and with all the things that are happening in your life. Present is always discarded for the umpteen dream of the future. No matter whatever we score in our life, there is something that will always tell us there is a better thing to achieve. And humanity has reached such a stage that our incessant thirst for achieving things has taken us up to such a level that we don't know where to go from there and how much should we achieve. Where is the journey going, and where we are planning to end, and where we are planning to go once into the vertical dimension where you don't have to do anything, rather just see yourself and be in yourself. People don't know what treasure is hiding underneath the incessant stream of thinking. Poets and artists, they access these depths below thoughts. They stay in vertical dimension of being, never bothered by horizontal dimension of doing. The reason they stay away from the world and worldly rituals is they fear the loss of access to these depths. Also, the pressure the horizontal dimension of doing things will have on their awakened consciousness. The author here brings again a concept called as awakened consciousness. When your consciousness is awakened, you move more and more into the vertical dimension. You are no longer in doing things, proving things to others, making a place for yourself in the world, trying to tell everybody in the world that you are good and you are best, you are having this talent, you are capable. You're just like that, saying things, and it is up to people whether they are listening to you or not. But you are not having any kind of pressure which you are putting on yourself or others. You are simply living life in the most simplest of manner, like the eagle diving in the sky, or the butterfly flying in the air, or the simple ants which keep moving from one place to another, collecting some little bit of food for themselves for the winter to come. Just see the difference between the life of a human and life of other living beings which have been produced in the world. Just because we human have a mind, and the mind gives birth to ego, the ego gives birth to the voices in the head, how miserable we make our life into. And then suddenly when you're closed in a house, not to go anywhere outside into the world, what is it inside you that starts resisting? What is it inside you that pulls you into the thoughts? Oblivion of, so many things happening. You are always lost in your thoughts. And these thoughts are not thoughts of being. They are not thoughts of, the beautiful moment which you have spent in your life, the beautiful mountain which you saw, the beautiful journey you made. No, these thoughts are always about complaints, about how somebody cheated you, how you were dumped by someone, or how you have been victim of circumstances, how nobody ever understands, and then why universe doesn't gives you an opportunity to show your talent. It is always about asking and getting. And then we as human beings have started creating a ladder, In this ladder, we use people as steps to reach the next step. And the moment we reach the next step, the previous step is no longer required. So we leave that previous person and we move on to the next person, and then the next, and then the next. And that is where Eckhart Tolle is trying to say that what was causing happiness today may no longer cause you happiness tomorrow. And then you discard your present for a beautiful future, which you don't know whether you will ever have it or not. And this is the truth of life. And the pressure of horizontal dimension is very huge. Who all put pressure on us? Our society puts pressure on us, our children, our family. Everyone would ask us to do things more and more. It is also required. Eckhart Tolle doesn't mean to say that it is not required to do things, but his ask is, while doing things, have a complete rootedness in your mind and your thoughts. If you are not rooted inside yourself, then you will be flowing like a curd a curd ball, if it is thrown on the ground, how the curd will flow all over the down ground. You'll see the curd flowing all the places. But what about the bowl within which the curd was there? That is the soul where Eckhart Tolle is referring to. That be rooted and be grounded, then even if you are thrown all over the place, your connection to where you started will always be there. And when your connection is very strong, your rootedness will be very high in your life. And the more rooted you are, the more confident you will become. And the more confident you will become, it will give you more and more opportunities, more and more good things in your life. Take care of yourself. Hope you're having a good time during this time. I want you to go and watch the retreat series in Audible, which is there. I have lost my Audible password somehow, so I need to check out how to get my account back. But have a good time. Have a great time. This is a new earth, my friends. A new earth is going to come. But in this new earth, try to think what are the new things that you will like to bring in yourself so that the world is beautiful, so that you are lovable, so that you bring in more and more love into the world. Take care.